Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today I'm going to talk about something I just invested $700,000 into, between Bitcoin going up like 600% for the last year, Ethereum's up over like 1,200%, Dogecoin's up over 13,000%, stock market's killing it. Everyone's asking me, where am I putting my money? So this is something I just put a significant amount of money into, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Before we get started, if you're new here, my name's Michael, 22 years old, talk about the stock market, cryptocurrency, and tech news. So if you enjoy that sort of stuff, make sure to subscribe to my channel. But anyways, right now, Dogecoin has seen this price skyrocket over the last couple days, last couple weeks. Been everything that people have been talking about. Bitcoin has done the same thing. Ethereum also skyrocketing. The housing market's been doing extremely well. But a lot of people are wondering, where's the best place to put their money? No one knows for sure, but one place that I recently put $700,000 into, I'm going to throw it up on the screen, is I just invested into a company that was previously a SPAC, but it just completed its merger, and this is called STEM Inc. It just completed its business combination with Star Peak Energy Transition Corp. And I've been very excited about this company for a while. I've talked about it quite a few times on the channel, and I just bought, a little while ago, 25,000 additional shares of this stock. I've been buying it consistently over time, but I just bought a little bit more recently. And what I really like about this, so first of all, their business merger is finally complete, and right now their stock ticker symbol is STPK. If you're watching this after April 29th, 2021, well then the stock ticker symbol is STEM. It's already transitioned. And with this merger, they're generating about $600 million in additional funds that they can use for growing the business and things like that. But there's three main reasons why I invested in this company, why I really like it. The first is going to be because of the industry they're in. The second is because of the management. Management is really important in any company, at least for me. And the third reason is going to be the numbers. Obviously, you have to look at the numbers, what they're doing, what their projections are. So I'm going to break down those three things. First of all, let's talk about the industry they're in. So right now, the industry they're in is the energy storage industry. Chamath, billionaire investor, has come out recently, and he said that the energy storage business is going to produce the world's first trillionaire. This is going to be something that is so important moving forward.
And I'm telling you right now, Scott, the big disruption that's coming is to power utilities. There are trillions of dollars of bonds, of capex, of value sitting inside the energy generation infrastructure of the world that is going to go upside down. And I think, I tweeted this a while ago that I thought the world's first trillionaire would be a person fighting climate change. It very well could be Elon, but if it's not him, it'll be somebody like him, but it'll be because of this. Delivering clean energy, allowing the world to be sustainable is an incredibly important thing that will be rewarded by markets and individuals.
And I completely agree with him. I think the energy storage market is so important. It's going to be so huge. And right now, forecasts are projecting that energy storage, sustainable energy, this total addressable market is going to be around $1.2 trillion market opportunity. And the important thing about this is, with this industry right now, renewable energy, sustainable resources, everything like that, Joe Biden administration is pouring hundreds of billions of dollars into transitioning the US into being a net zero carbon emission country within the next couple of decades. So this is really important. They're finally starting to pour hundreds of billions of dollars into this space, into money for the electric power grid, which is exactly what STEM Inc. does. They're pouring money into electric vehicles, more charging stations, and all of this is going to come down to energy usage, energy storage. And that is exactly what STEM Inc. does. So STEM Inc., essentially what they do is they're an energy storage company. They have an AI technology called Athena, which essentially tells the system when it should be using different types of energy. Should it be using energy from the grid? Should it be using energy from battery storage, energy from wind-powered energy? Should it be using solar energy? And it tells the system the most efficient way to use energy to make sure either businesses, homes save the most money, they use energy the most efficiently. And this is really important because more electric vehicles on the road means more people charging, more people consuming energy. More people consuming energy means that there's going to be more strain on the power grid, and that's where STEM Inc. comes into play. So right now, this industry has a $1.2 trillion market opportunity, and STEM Inc. right now is positioned as a clear leader in this space. Recently, Citron Research did a report on them, and they explained how right now STEM Inc. is the leader by far in this space. Currently in the California market in 2019, they had about 75% of the total market for energy storage. They were number one by far, 26,991 kilowatt hours, and number of installations, they had 106. Number two company only had 15 installations, so they were almost 10 times doing 10 times more installations than their number two competitor. Number three is Engie, and number four was Tesla. So right now they are a clear leader in this space. So this is really important. Tesla's obviously growing this portion of their business, energy storage. They have their Powerwall. They have a big portion of their energy business. But STEM Inc., this is exactly what they do. And with STEM Inc.'s Athena technology, it's an AI system. So currently they have 900 systems operating or contracted in over 200 cities. And they've already had 16 million hours run on their system. And with artificial intelligence, with their Athena technology, the more hours that are run on the system, the more businesses that use it, the more systems that are operating, the better it gets, the better their Athena technology gets, the more efficient it gets, the more money it'll save its customers. And this is something that's going to separate them from their competitors and really create a larger barrier of entry for new competitors down the road. So right now, that's what's going on in the industry. $1.2 trillion market opportunity. They're a clear leader in the space, while really they're really focused in California. They've expanded. They have deals with Amazon. They have deals with Walmart. They're expanding more across the U.S., mainly focused right now in California. That's where it's starting. Second thing is with management. So management is really important for any company. And right now, their management is pretty impressive. Their CEO is John Carrington, who was previously the executive vice president at First Solar, where he grew the company's revenue from $400 million to $2 billion. And prior to that, he was the chief marketing officer at General Electric. So right now, he's in a position he's done it before. He's brought a small company into a multi-billion-dollar per year revenue company. He's done it before. He's proven himself. My mind, that is a great sign. Other person is their CTO, Lars Johnson, was previously CTO for the digital grid of more than $100 billion market cap Siemens, which is really big as well. And another thing, this isn't just like a small company. This isn't like a Nikola or another company that promises all these things. No, they've consistently delivered, and their management is really top notch. So now let's get into their numbers, because it all comes down to numbers. If they're not producing revenue, who cares what the market opportunity is? They have to produce revenue at some point. And in 2020, they produced about $30 million in revenue. Not so much when you're looking at their market cap. Post-merger, their market cap sitting right around that $3.7 billion range. And, $30 million in revenue for 2020 is nothing when you're looking at that. I get it. But market opportunity is huge. And 2021, they said already in the books, already under contract, is going to be, what they're projecting is a 4x growth in terms of revenue. So they did about $30-something million in revenue in 2020. They're projecting 4 times that in 2021, and they said 100% of the revenue for 2021 is already covered by their contracted backlog. That means everything for 2021 has already been paid for or under contract. So any new contracts they sign is just going to add on to that. So that is really, really important in my mind. That is just huge. That means any more contracts they sign is just going to be additional revenue on top of this. So they're already guaranteeing, and they already are projecting 4x. That's going to be like a minimum of 4x year growth in terms of revenue. So that is absolutely huge in my mind, going from $30 million in revenue to about $150 million. That is a really big jump. And that brings us to a place where now their management has already had experience bringing it from like a $100 million company, $200 million per year company into multi-billion dollar. They, like a lot of their chief executive officers, and their CEO, their CTO have already done this with previous companies. So I think that's a great place to be in. And finally, when you're looking at their projections, so right now they're projecting that by 2025, they could be doing about $950 million in revenue, very close to that $1 billion revenue range. And this is definitely not unreasonable, especially at the rate they're growing right now. I think they could grow even faster than this. They're growing 4 to 5x just from 2020 to 2021. If they continue this is going to be no problem at all. And when you're looking at their competitors, other companies in the clean energy, sustainable resource space, for example, like Enphase Energy. Enphase Energy did about $1 billion in revenue, just shy of $1 billion in revenue for 2020. And their market cap is sitting around $20 billion. So if STEM Inc. could do the same thing, about $1 billion in revenue, while they are in a slightly different industry, you could expect a similar multiple in terms of their market cap as well. So if they were a $20 billion company, their stock price would 6 to 7x from where it is right now, be around that mid $130 to $140 range. Citron Research, they give it a price target of $100 by the end of this year, and they say over the next 5 years, they believe it could reach $283 per share. That would be a 10x return from where STEM Inc. is currently at. So either way, I really like this company. I think the industry they're in has so much potential. It's not going away. Joe Biden administration is spending hundreds of billions of dollars to grow it. Second thing is management is top notch. You can't beat that. The people behind the company are more important than anything. It's like you're not just investing in the company, you're investing in the people behind the company. And the third thing is the numbers. Projections are great. They're delivering on their numbers. They're growing very rapidly year over year, and they're already starting to prove themselves. Big customers, and they're meeting their expectations and even beating their expectations. So let me know what you guys think of this company, but I really like it. I invested additional $700,000 into it. I don't care what happens over the next year, 2 years. I'm looking at this as a long-term investment, 5 to 10 years. I'm not even going to touch it, just going to add more to it or just keep whatever I have in it now. So not worry about short-term fluctuations, just long-term. But let me know what you guys think about it. If you enjoy this sort of video, let me know by liking the video down below, commenting your thoughts, and don't forget, you can get 4 free stocks, each valued up to $1,600 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.